Давай, давай. Делаем, 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 делаем. Скоро. 10 секунд еще. Делаем, 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 делаем. Делаем. 5 секунд.
It's gonna be a hard fight. Honestly, it's gonna be. I saw his fight against Bilal. He's good, man. He's good. When he beginning fighting in UFC, he had problem with the wrestling, but now he's improved because I see training a lot with the wrestlers, with the grapplers. That's why he's a champion right now, and he's good everywhere.
Islam Makhachev has officially begun his training camp for the upcoming November card, where he will face Jack Della Maddalena. Fans are eager to see the Dagestani superstar return to the cage after nearly 10 months away, and this time, he's chasing a second championship belt.
Big fight. I think the man, he is now upset because I gave information. But this is his deal with UFC. I don't deal with UFC. This is his problem. But we just deal with them. He's gonna fight in Madison Square Garden.
Chael Sonnen expressed his excitement about seeing Islam Makhachev prepare for a high-profile fight. Expected to take place in New York against Jack Della Maddalena, he noted that people might be underestimating how competitive this matchup truly is. While Islam often receives the spotlight and respect as one of the biggest Muslim sports figures, Sonnen pointed out that it's actually Jack who faces the most doubt. He found it unusual that the champion is the one being questioned, rather than the challenger.
Islam is headed to Madison Square Garden by Jack Della Maddalena, according to Khabib.
We just deal with them. He's gonna fight in Madison Square Garden.
It's a lot closer match than you think. We understand Islam's the most famous Muslim athlete in the world. He's going for basically a history maker. We don't question him. Jack is the one being questioned. How the hell you get to question the guy?
Chael Sonnen also expressed concern about the risks Islam Makhachev is taking by moving up to welterweight. He pointed out that if Makhachev loses, returning to lightweight won't be easy now that a new champion holds the belt, and starting fresh at 170 pounds could be an even tougher challenge. Sonnen suggested that Makhachev's team appears fully focused on victory, but may not be entirely prepared for the consequences if things don't go as planned.
I mean, what an incredibly difficult position to put Islam in. You're going to have a choice. Are you going to run back to 55, which, by the way, isn't the weight you lose? You can. Or do you start reclimbing the ladder at 170? It's an interesting question. Not one that I believe Team Islam is considering. I believe they are expecting to win.
On the other hand, Khabib Nurmagomedov revealed that he believes Islam Makhachev has only 1 to 2 years left in his fighting career. Speaking at a press conference, Khabib emphasized the importance of retiring at the right time, ideally by age 35, before a fighter's prime begins to fade. He warned that staying in the sport too long often leads to chasing paydays, taking unnecessary damage, and suffering knockouts. Using Makhachev as an example, he said it's far more honorable to walk away with dignity and start fresh, even joking that becoming an Uber driver would be better than staying in the game past one's time.
Maybe my start has been 1.5 to 2 years because age is gonna be October 32. Nobody gonna be sad when time comes. They don't ask what's your name. Of course, I finished when I was 32. I don't even begin because I have this situation with my wife right now. When you become 35, you need to start doing this because you need to sport for young guys. Because when you become 35 and you don't finish, somebody gonna finish. Why? It's better to finish. Why? After 35, you're never gonna be safe. You know, people can talk whatever they want. When you pass your prime, you're gonna fight only for money. Like, Allah give you 7 years, for example. You finish 40. And last 5 years, you will fight only for money, but they knock you out 10 times. For what? Go and work Uber driver. Much better to be experienced.
Meanwhile, Daniel Cormier responded to Khabib's comments about Islam Makhachev's next fight, emphasizing just how massive the upcoming bout is. He described Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena as one of the sport's biggest matchups, set to headline the most iconic arena in the world. Cormier sees this as a whole new test for Islam at welterweight. After a long streak of dominant victories, Islam now has the chance to make history as a two-division champion. He also highlighted that this is a huge moment for Jack Della Maddalena, a rare opportunity to step up against one of the most skilled and well-known fighters on the planet, someone with both elite talent and a massive global fan base. At the same time, Arman Sarukian reflected on how much Makhachev has evolved since their own fight. noting that today's version of Islam is far more well-rounded, with greater patience, better energy management, and more confidence in blending. His skills, for Arman, it's not just the physical improvements, but the mental and technical growth that truly make Islam stand out now.
How better do you think Islam's gotten since your debut, where you fought him?
Yeah, he improved his striking, very good. His clinch, his cardio. He used to have bad cardio. His cardio way better. And his experience, of course, the most important.
Arman Tsarukyan hinted at a possible title fight with Ilia Topuria, saying he is still waiting to hear from the UFC. He even joked that maybe Chael Sonnen knows more about the situation than he does. Arman believes Topuria is avoiding him because he knows the matchup is dangerous, claiming that Topuria would rather pursue easier high-profile fights than defend the belt against someone like him.
I wanna fight for the title. I've been waiting so long. And Chael Sonnen maybe knows something.
How did you know if those conversations about the title fight are going to the UFC?
They didn't tell anything yet to me. So I'm just still waiting, training, and trying to call out Ilya as much as possible.
Yeah, we've seen some of the tweets towards Ilya. They look funny. I enjoyed the dark the game of the year. What do you make of the fact that he said he would rather give up the belt for a fight? He stayed for the victim.
I mean, he feels that he's gonna lose the fight, and it's better to give the belt than go up or wait when what happened with me, because he knows just I'm a big problem for him and I'm gonna get his title. He knows that, and he wants to get easy fights with Perry or Gage or just someone, just make money and do defense. But with me, it's gonna be hard for him.
Moreover, Chael Sonnen shared his thoughts on what might be next for Ilia Topuria, expressing strong confidence that the UFC is planning to match him against Arman Tsarukyan. He didn't present it as a rumor, but rather spoke as if the fight was already in motion. Sonnen explained that Topuria has a habit of publicly turning down fights before eventually agreeing to them, so he wasn't surprised by the situation. When asked how he knew this, Sonnen pointed to his friendship with Arman's wrestling coach, saying he had reliable details from someone close to the team.
Side of illness or injury, even if I'm breaking news to you, I'm not sharing my opinion. I'm sharing fact with you. It's Arman versus Ilya. That is 100% the plan.
What makes you so confident, 100% sure, is going to be Arman Tsarukyan getting the shot? I've said that, I'm pretty sure I said I'd eat that hat behind me if his next fight was for a title, just because it seems so grim, Chael.
Sure.
What has changed?
Well, there's a couple things. I mean, first off, I'm obviously coming to you with information, whether I should have or I shouldn't. Secondly, I was the best man at his wedding. His name's Daryl Christian. He's the wrestling coach of Arman Tsarukyan. Third, I just spoke to Coach Cal. I wanted to come out and I wanted to film Chimaev training, and it turns out that Tsarukyan's...
Chael Sonnen believes Ilia Topuria's recent comments strongly hint that a fight with Arman Tsarukyan is in the works. He explained that when Topuria publicly says he doesn't want to fight, it's usually the first sign that the matchup is actually happening, a pattern fans have seen before. According to Sonnen, top fighters often have small habits, whether in their technique or in how they build hype. Just like some fighters give away their next move with a subtle tell, Topuria tends to start his fight build-up by denying it. Sonnen also pointed out that the only opponent Ilya immediately agrees to fight is Paddy Pitt.
Bigger tell also was what Ilya did a week ago, which is said, I don't want to fight. And the greats always, they don't even know that. They don't even, coaches will break him down. It's the same with technique. A coach will break, hey, he slips here before he throws hook. Chuck Liddell had a big thing that he would blink before he threw punch. I'm just sharing, everybody has something that gets them going. Your job is to go find out what it is, but it's not any different in promotion. Ilya's first move for doing a fight is to deny the fight. The only person that he's ever openly said, I'll fight, is Paddy. Everybody else that he's getting ready to fight, he denies. It's just his approach. Anderson.
Chael Sonnen compared Ilia Topuria's approach to Anderson Silva's old fight promotion tactics. He explained that Silva would often start by rejecting a fight, then agree to it later, and eventually let news of an injury slip to create uncertainty. In the end, Silva would clear everything up and confirm the fight was on. Sonnen said Topuria seems to follow that same routine, whether he realizes it or not.
Anderson would always deny the fight. He'd let that run for about 2 weeks. He would then accept the fight. He would let that run for about a month. He would then flip an injury report to the media. Where you think the fight is off, it's not going to happen. He'd get his run out of that, and then he'd come out and tell everybody I'm fine and it's on. I'm only sharing, that was his system. 100% of his fight, he's built the same way. Ilya is not any different, whether he knows it about himself. Ilya's first move when he's going to fight a guy, aside from Patty, is to say, I'm not fighting.
On the other hand, the Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena fight has captured the attention of most UFC fans and professionals. Islam Dilov shared his take on the matchup, cautioning fans not to assume it will be an easy fight. He admitted that while Makhachev likely has the tools to win, the challenge is far more serious than many realize. Dilov pointed out that Della Maddalena brings genuine danger, especially with his striking and size at welterweight. He added that Mk won't have the usual physical advantage he enjoyed at lightweight, and will need to rely on strategy and high-level grappling to get the job done.
I think a lot of people think that it's going to be an easy fight for Islam, but I don't think that it's going to be that easy. I think Islam going to win, but I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for him, like everybody thinks. Because Islam is maybe big for lightweight, but he's not big for welterweight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? That's why I would say, like, I don't know, he don't look for me so big.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's just on pictures or whatever, but actually, you know, I think JDM has a lot of weight than him. But at the end of the day, I think JDM has better striking, and Islam has for sure the better ground game.
Gilbert Burns supports Islam Makhachev's move to welterweight and likes the idea of him facing Jack Della Maddalena. He believes 170 pounds is a better fit for Islam, especially considering how difficult the lightweight cut has been. While Burns respects Makhachev as the top pound-for-pound fighter, he warns that the fight with JDM could be much closer than people expect. He points out that Jack's high-level training partners, such as Alexander Volkanovski and Craig Jones, are a major part of his preparation, although Burns hasn't fully analyzed the matchup yet. He sees it as a highly competitive fight. That wraps up everything from today's video. Let us know your thoughts and predictions on this matchup in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates on this thrilling showdown.